Hey, DizneyDarrell here, and I want to say thanks for stopping by and checking out my first park visit video. On today's journey, we're going to visit Galaxy's Edge at Hollywood Studios and the Magic Kingdom. A little introduction. I have lived a short 100-mile drive from Disney World since they opened when I was 6 years old, so I went to Disney World many times as a kid. In fact, I remember having the old A ticket and B ticket coupons left over, sitting in the top drawer of the desk, that never got used. In high school marching band, we had the opportunity to march in a parade at Disney World, which was really cool. We of course entered and exited the park via backstage. Just prior to the parade, backstage on Main Street, I remember seeing Donald Duck standing there. The lower half was Donald Duck, but the upper half was a human actor, which was very funny. Disney World continued to be a part of my life through early adulthood. I will freely admit that until August 2020, it had been 15 years since I had been to one of the parks. This was due to a variety of reasons. Cost, crowds. Friends were not necessarily into Disney that much. But during the pandemic of 2020, I started seeing vlogs on YouTube and was amazed at how uncrowded the parks were. A friend and I went in August of 2020, and my love for Disney was completely reignited. During the summer of 2020, I fell down the YouTube Disney live streaming rabbit hole. Wow! I could not believe how many different people were doing live streams of their visits to the park. It was great to see the parks with so few people, and that's when I really started enjoying them again. I enjoyed watching Josh and Jenna of Resort TV 1 and Tom Does Disney, among other YouTube vloggers. There was always a new video or a live stream to watch whenever I logged into YouTube. I was able to spend a weekend at the parks in August, November, and December. Each trip was wonderful and I had a great time. I wanted to get an annual pass, but unfortunately they were not selling them until very recently. I was up early the morning the passes went on sale and I got my annual pass. So here we are on my first visit to the parks as an annual pass holder. Oh look! There is Chewbacca and V. Marathi. I love strolling through Batuu here at Galaxy's Edge. You never know who you're going to run into. All of the detail is so amazing.
This is on from that data pack. Signal, sir. That's right, please. We will pay for that. Thanks to you. I'm keeping my eye on you. The Millennium Falcon is here.
So in addition to my love of Disney, I also have a tremendous love of Star Wars. I was 12 years old when Star Wars opened on my birthday in 1977. I can't tell you how many times I saw it in the movie theater the first year or so that it was playing. I do recall the marquee at the theater did keep track of the number of weeks that it had been playing, and I know it was well over a year. Since 1977, I have always loved the Millennium Falcon and Han Solo. The fates were definitely smiling on me today. Usually there is a line going all the way along this brown fence and all the way into that dark area in the upper left. But on this day, I'm able just to walk right up to the entrance and go right in. I actually asked the attendant, "Can I go in?" I proceeded some distance along the queue before I ran into people in line. And now a view of the fastest hunk of junk in the galaxy from above. Again, the detailing that goes into every aspect of the park just blows my mind. Oh, and please excuse the scratches on the glass. Someone should speak to Disney Maintenance and have them get in here to replace that.
Hello, my friends. I am Hondo Onaka, and this is Onaka Transport Solutions. Today, I am offering the opportunity of a lifetime. I need flight crews to transport this valuable merchandise across the galaxy. Pilots to navigate, engineers to operate the ship, and gunners to defend the shipments. And that is where you come in. The Millennium Falcon, on loan for some very fast and very profitable expeditions. Chewbacca, my fine furry friend! Yes, as we agreed, you let us use the ship, we'll get you the supplies you need. It's a win-win. You help the resistance, and I get all the profits. What? The first order will never know we were there. Okay, time to go, so, alright, we better go.
That pilot on the right. Go back on the stick to right. And move forward to right out. Weapons are online. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's look at that coaxium. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed. Take evasive action! There it is! After that plane! Flight engineer, fire the harpoon! Then pilot brakes! Good work! Well, my friend, that could have been much worse. Yes! You got one! Excellent, my friends! Now power up the ship, while I grab the coaxium. You see, just as I promised, my friend, now that the resistance has rotated, maybe something from unknown pilots. Line up behind the train so we can harpoon that last cargo is pretty keep shooting! I think I will let you tell the world. Oh, that's ridiculous. Things are getting too hot. We've got to get out of there. Yes, a distraction. Fire the missiles at the train. Hurry. Watch out. The Star Destroyer is collapsing. Let's get out of here. Yes, Chewie will pilot us in remotely. You retrieved one container of coaxium. This will greatly help the resistance. You have heard the First Order and made Chewie proud.
For lunch, I had a burger and fries at the Backlot Express, and it was actually quite tasty. For those of you interested in Rise of the Resistance, yes, I did snag a boarding group that morning, and I did do the ride. I have posted a separate ride-through video from the beginning to the end of the ride here on my channel, so make sure you view that video. As always, if you like the video, be sure to hit the like button. For the remainder of the day, I moved on to the Magic Kingdom. I think I am always happiest when I walk through the gates at the Magic Kingdom. They already had many fall decorations on display. You'll see pumpkins along the railings of the buildings in the next two pics. I need to offer a disclaimer for the upcoming Hall of Presidents section. Any patriotism that I do possess was instilled in me by my wonderful Aunt Isabel. She was very patriotic, loved eagles and American flags. I have not been to Hall of Presidents in many years, so I decided to pop in and visit the attraction on this journey. This next section is in memory of my sweet Aunt Izzy. For those who wish to skip this section, you can jump ahead to 19 minutes and 30 seconds in the video.
This program is dedicated to the memory of Walt Disney. In 1971, his love for America inspired the creation of the Hall of Presidents, a place to celebrate the optimism and goodwill he saw at the heart of the American story. Walt's vision was to honor the nation by honoring the American presidency.
77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation, under God, shall have a new birth of freedom, and the government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
The blood of over 500,000 Americans is spilled in this Civil War. President Lincoln's enduring hope is to give true meaning to the sacrifices of so many, to lead us to that new birth of freedom. Ladies and gentlemen, the Presidents of the United States of America. George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, John Quincy Adams, Jackson, Martin Van Buren, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, James K. Polk, Zachary Taylor, Millard Fillmore, Franklin Pierce, James Buchanan, Abraham Lincoln, Andrew Johnson, Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James A. Garfield, Chester A. Arthur, Grover Cleveland, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Howard Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Warren G. Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard M. Nixon, Gerald R. Ford, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, George Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. Once again, we place our trust in the idea of a president, as we have from the beginning.
My fellow citizens, no event could have filled me with greater anxieties than that notification on the 14th day of April 1789 that you had selected me to lead our nation. But it was with the confidence of my fellow citizens that I took an oath. 35 simple words that have been repeated by every American president throughout history.
I, Joseph Robert Biden Jr., do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States, and I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
The presidency of the United States is a role unique in the world, an office entrusted to each president by us, we the people. Therein lies the genius of that new idea, now over 200 years old. A new idea our presidents have turned into a great American idea again and again.
Thank you to those who watched the whole section. Aunt Izzy is smiling. I was particularly proud of the fade-out I did at the very end of the presentation. Anyway, on my way to Memento Mori and the Haunted Mansion, I stumbled upon this cavalcade of the princesses.
This warning. The spirits will materialize only if you remain quietly seated at all times. Oh yes, and no flash pictures, please. Which spirits are frightfully sensitive. Bright lights. Stocked with priceless first editions, only ghost stories, of course, and marble busts of the greatest ghost writers the literary world has ever known. We find it delightful, unlivable here in this ghostly retreat. Every room has wall-to-wall creatures, and hot and cold running chills. Listen.
Send us a message from somewhere beyond. Goblins and ghoulies from last Halloween, awaken the spirits with your tambourine. Toads in a pond, let there be music from regions beyond. Wizards and witches, wherever you dwell, give us a hint by ringing a bell.
The happy haunts have received your sympathetic vibrations and are beginning to materialize. They're assembling for you, swingers when they'll be expecting me. I'll see you all a little later. just in time. There's a little matter I forgot to mention. Beware of hitchhiking ghosts. They have selected you to fill our quota, and they'll haunt you until you return.
For dinner, I went to the Pinocchio Village House and had a flatbread cheese pizza and garlic knots. It too was yummy. By the time I finished dinner, I was pretty much ready to start the drive home. I did hit the Emporium on Main Street as I was heading out because I wanted to get a new Disney backpack. I remembered in August that the Emporium had a rather large section of backpacks, so I waited until I was on my way out. Well, what do you know, they only had one particular backpack, and that was it. Anyway, I went online after I got home and found the exact backpack that I wanted to get, and that will be debuted on my next video. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button down below. And if you really enjoy the videos, click the subscribe button.